Welcome, Illiana community, to another episode of Illiana Insights. This is actually take two.
Take two.
We tried yesterday and we had some technical difficulties. So the snack we were going to have, which was really delicious yesterday.
Delicious.
With some Great American Bagel. Shout out. The breakfast sandwiches there are pretty top notch.
Yeah.
As my daughter would say, they're pretty slay.
But it's end of the year, so budget is tight. So we got to cut it at one sandwich.
Correct. We couldn't go back. But yeah, budget constraints.
That's all right.
So today we have another special guest with us off screen because this room can fit about two people in it. So Jenna Dutton is sitting over there in the corner, and she's going to be firing some questions at us a second. Jenna is the director of admissions around here, so a very familiar face to a lot of you. And she is co-producing this episode with Dan Blum.
Love it.
Love it. So Jenna, say hi to the crew.
Hey, Illiana.
All right, good stuff. So what do you got for us today? What's the plan?
All right, so we're going to start with some rapid fire questions. I'm going to ask you basically a this or that. You're going to answer the first thing that comes to your mind. And then after that, we'll kind of do some personal questions. We'll do some Illiana related ones. And then we're going to do a little focus on graduation.
Let's do it.
All right. So I'll ask the question. Darren, you're going to answer first for all of them. Okay?
Love this.
All right.
All right. FaceTime or phone call?
Phone call.
Phone call.
Running or cycling?
Running.
Ooh. Right now, running.
Okay. This is regards to watching. Football or basketball?
Football.
Football.
If he's going to take every answer I give, this is just going to get mundane. But
Do you want me to switch it up?
no.
Okay. iOS or Android?
iOS.
Is that Apple?
Yes.
Then that one.
Okay. Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Can we define savory? I know I'm being difficult here.
All right.
A fillet. I don't know.
Absolutely savory
Okay.
then.
Fillet or
You
cheese?
had me at fillet.
Fillet or cheesecake?
Filet.
Yep. Fillet.
Okay.
There's no such thing as cheese.
TV shows or movies?
Movies.
TV shows. I don't have time for movies.
That's a tough one for me.
Hard shell taco or soft shell taco?
Soft shell.
Soft shell. There's no other thing.
There's a mess with a hard shell taco.
If I want chips, I'll have chips.
It just basically makes some nachos at some point.
Correct.
I know.
Okay. Doing the laundry or doing the dishes?
Dishes.
Hands down dishes.
Okay.
I can't fold. I
Okay.
struggle.
Socks are the
Coca-Cola
worst.
Yeah, they are.
Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Coke.
Pepsi.
Oh. Chess or checkers?
Chess. Always playing chess.
I struggle with both of those.
Okay.
Too much thought.
Okay. Last one. Disco ball or lava lamp? As a decoration in your very professional offices.
Lava lamp. I feel like more like a lava lamp guy than a disco guy.
I
So
understand.
I was born in the 70s, so we'll go disco.
Okay. All right. We are going to start with some ICHS related questions. One that we're all waiting for. Darren, give us an update on football, please.
All right.
You may have even more of one by the end of the day today.
Yeah.
so.
Well, we're in the process of hiring our head coach. The process has been it's been a long process, but it's been a very thorough search.
You want to get it right.
You want to get it right. We've been unwilling to compromise with somebody that we don't feel like is a great fit for the program or for what we envision our program to be. So it's just taking a little time to get it right, but I feel like we're getting there soon, and we should have that announcement pretty soon.
Correct.
Awesome. Darren, this one is for you again.
Okay.
What do you have happening outside this summer in terms of projects or work stuff happening? What's going on?
There's a lot. I think, as soon as June hits, there are outdoor facility projects to clean up to get ready for the next year. There's repair on fields that needs to be done, baseball, softball fields. Sometimes there's some facility projects where we're adding new things. Like, for example, this summer we're going to be adding turf to our field. So that's going to be pretty involved there. If we're going to update our concessions equipment and all, it tends to be when that gets done. So there's a lot of outdoor things that are happening, but there's a lot of cleanup. There's a lot of maintenance that just needs to be done, weeds, edging, mowing, all that stuff. So it gets busy. And then you blink and August is here, and then we start again.
You don't want to undersell the turf field.
You do not.
That's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing.
I was going to say, I've had a couple alumni ask me, does the soccer team get to play on this new turf field?
They do. Yeah, good question. It'll be striped for both. which takes a while to go over. You want to make sure you get the lines correct. You don't want one standing out more than the other. You got to see what lines are players going to see when they're on the actual field. So there's a little bit of a process to that, but we contacted a lot of ADs that have had fields put in, asked them what they recommended, talked to our coaches, and we feel good about it. So
we were really purposeful in designing it that the soccer lines stand out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fields and schools that make them blend in.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want that. So you'll definitely be able to see them as opposed to a lot of other places that they play.
Correct.
All right. Lance, I'm going to have you answer this, and Darren, if you want to chime in, you can. What does summer look like at Illiana? Who's working? Is the building empty? What's going on here this summer?
The building is never empty.
Never empty.
There are people here all the time. Now, the vast majority of the teachers aren't here a whole lot in the summer, but they will wander in here and there. And once you start getting closer to August, you'll see them a lot more. Staff is here almost every day. There's a lot to do. You wrap up the year, you got to get everything wrapped up with diplomas and all of that. And then you got to start planning for next year. Any changes, any policy changes. I know we have a list. It's got like 80 things on it right now that we have to do. So yeah, we're always working. It's great. It's a different pace, which is nice. It's kind of sad when there's no kids in the building, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. So you'll see probably 20, 30 people, and we have a lot of kids who help out in the summer too. We have camps. We have Viking Academy that runs in July, 3 weeks. So we have a lot of kids and families on the campus for that. It's really you would think it's not that busy.
It's
always
busy
here.
Yeah. Even in the gyms at night, we have teams that are conditioning throughout. We have volleyball, we have basketball. We still have, tennis that's going to be outside, soccer's practicing outside. It's still pretty nonstop here through, I looked at our gym schedule. It's pretty much through 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock every night. So it's busy.
All right. We're going to head into some personal questions real quick.
Oof.
Okay.
Time to get vulnerable.
These are kind of weird.
Okay.
So, Lance, you're going to go first this time. What is the strangest food combination that you enjoy? Do you want me to tell you mine so that
Sure.
you have an idea?
Give me some insights here.
I like to dip my popcorn in sour cream.
That's disgusting.
It's actually very good. I know, it's weird.
I hate combining food. I'm like if I'm at breakfast and I have like an omelet and there's pancakes and the syrup cannot go on the pancakes till the
One
omelet's
of
gone.
those.
I hate that.
Yeah,
so.
the overlap is tough.
I'm pretty bland
Okay.
with most of my stuff. So I don't have any weird combinations.
No.
I think the weirdest someone might think was I like to sometimes dip chips in ketchup. That's
Okay.
about it. It's like a French fry.
It's like a French fry. Yeah.
Fair.
I don't know if I have a weird combination. I do like experimenting with some things. I do have an herb garden, which I'm very proud of. So
But what?
an herb garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
What herbs are in this garden?
Basil, a few different types of thyme, which you wouldn't know, but there are some different ones out there. Fresh chives. Put a little fresh chives in your eggs. That's not a bad thing. So
Look at this guy.
yeah. So I like mixing and exploring a little bit with that, but that's about as adventurous as I get.
Jenna, I do not have an herb garden.
I know you don't. All right. What is the most used app on your phone?
Ooh.
Probably the video camera app we have here. That one gets used a whole lot.
Yeah, that's used
It was
often.
going off this morning quite a bit because we had praise crowd breakfast and the pancakes kind of let off a smoke detector. So once one of these cameras go, they all have smoke detectors. All 80 of them go, so you get 80 notifications and they don't stop.
Yeah, you get all the emails. I saw it this morning. I had 40 emails from the cameras, and so
Correct.
I figured something was going on. I would say most used outside of work, I would say probably YouTube. YouTube University. I love learning. I love learning new things on there, and so whether it's cooking or building things, I like doing that kind of stuff. So
Is that actually a thing? YouTube University?
It's not. You just if you're learning on YouTube, just to make yourself sound smarter, you
I'm
say
a
YouTube
Generation X.
University.
I don't understand half
YouTube
this
U.
stuff. Okay.
All right. This one might be more Darren, but I don't know. Lance, maybe you have some insight on this. Have you made any good meals recently?
Oh,
What-
have I?
What have you made, Darren?
Let's say 2 nights ago, I made a meatloaf that was outstanding.
Ew.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how involved you want me to get with this one, but the herb garden was put to great use.
Okay.
It's bacon wrapped, and it's a combination of beef and Italian sausage. You have some carrots in there, some shaved carrots, give a little color, a little bit of crunch. So it was. I thought it turned out pretty good.
Anything wrapped in bacon sounds like it would.
It's hard to go wrong. Yep. A little Worcestershire sauce.
You said that correctly. I think you nailed
I
it.
don't know if it's going to come out the same way.
Lance?
Did I make a great meal? No, I made taco salads last night.
Oh, hey.
So it was okay.
Okay.
I make a good smash burger, but that's a summer thing.
Oh, yeah, that's good. All right. What is one thing most people don't know about you and will now know after this?
Ooh. I feel like I'm a pretty out there person. I mean, I do enjoy cooking. I enjoy trying new things. I have a strong desire to play the piano. It was a COVID thing that kind of started self-teaching a little bit, and then hit a rut, hit a little bit of like a 2-year rut, but I'm kind of working up the gumption to get back in it. So I'm gonna try to learn to play the piano.
I love it.
I tried everything to stop playing the piano when I was a kid.
Yeah, you fought the wrong thing.
No,
It's a great skill. Do you regret that now?
sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think for me, most people might appreciate it. I'm around people all the time, so there are many times where I just want to get away
Yeah.
from people. So,
I
I need my time to get away.
Like
I
your
think
space.
the reason why I enjoy food or building things, it's partly because of that, because your day is so filled with working with people, which I enjoy, but it's the busy part of the day. So when you get to do something that is, I don't want to say mindless, but it's just it's a different gear. It's kind of soothing. So
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. This is the last personal one, and it's actually going to kind of lead us back into our graduation topic. But what is something that you guys find hard about being a leader? And that's whether in your community, your church, here.
I think the hardest part about leadership for me is the weight of it. And it's really hard sometimes for people maybe to appreciate if you're not a leader. For instance, here, like the weight of making decisions that have so many repercussions for people, whether it's students, whether it's community, whether it's my staff. Safety is always something that weighs heavy on me. And that's not something that you can turn off when you go home at night. That's something that it's always on your mind. And like even raising money, to know that the weight of millions of dollars is on you. And if you don't get it, then we don't get the blessings that we have here. And so the weight of leadership, that drives you sometimes to being lonely sometimes, because there's not a whole lot of people who can understand that weight and can carry it with you. So that's, in my opinion, the hardest.
And I would say, too, to go with that is very few decisions are so clear, black and white, right or wrong. I think sometimes from the outside, there's things that look very clear, like that's an obvious decision. But whenever it's involved with people, it tends to get very difficult. And so when you're in a job because you care about people and you want to impact people in a positive way, that weighs on you. So that kind of stuff gets heavy.
Yeah, the joke was policies are always easy until people get involved.
That's exactly right.
Well, you're both doing a great job. I know, the community loves you guys, so we're lucky to have you.
Thank
But moving into graduation, you are both ICHS alumni. Can you guys tell us one of your greatest memories from being here or at the Lansing campus, I guess, when you were at Illiana?
I would say I met my wife here. So
Shout out, Caitlin.
shout out to Caitlin. So hopefully she sees this one. Best part of high school right there. So I also, met friends I'm still friends with now, lifelong friends. I think when you look back at a lot of those experiences, for somebody that was like involved in a lot of sports, I actually remember very few games. I think a lot more about experiences I had, with the other players, the team rides on buses and laughing and that kind of thing. And I think it's those things that you probably carry with you. From the academic side, I think I learned how to work really hard and be organized. I think they work together, but those are two different things. So learning how to be to think very sequentially, how to how to keep yourself organized in a way where you're not just working hard and spinning your wheels, but you're being effective, with your time. So I would say that's what I took with me.
I was not a good student. I will own that.
I don't believe that.
But I had a great high school experience. I was involved. I played a lot of sports. I was student council and chapel committee. I think the biggest thing for me was the impact that teachers had on me that inspired me to want to do this as a career. I knew when I was in high school that I wanted to be a teacher and a coach and be at Illiana. And even my college career, I was working here while I was in college. So teachers, and some of them are still here. Like, Rick Veldman, who's retiring this year after 47 years, the Roger Weirs, the Frows, the Deb Tops, all of those people. Mary Lagerway, I had her first year, was my Bible teacher. The impact that they had on me to inspire me to want to do that same thing to other people and kids. And one of the reasons I still teach one class today. So I think that's what Illiana is about, is impacting kids. And how do we build that foundation, not only of the Word of God, but to be difference makers and to do something with their life. So that's what really impacted me. It was one of those people sometimes struggle with what they want to be when they're in high school. I always knew what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a coach and a teacher. Didn't know if I wanted to do this when I was in high school, but
I took a little bit more of the scenic route. I didn't know what I wanted to do right away in college, and then after thinking about it for a while, wanted to be a teacher. Definitely didn't want to teach at the place I went to high school at. So I took a job in Florida for a few years. And then once you're out of it, you realize, at least I realized, how unique and special of a place this is. Not just the community. I knew the community, loved the community, but also to have a school that's committed to the things that we're committed to, and to have the size of school that we are, that offer a lot of different opportunities.
Yep.
I think it's a really special place. So I was excited to come back when I did.
Great. We got time for one more, Jenna. So give us your best final question.
All right. What advice do you have for the class of 2025?
You want me to go?
I always say that advice is know that you're loved by God. And then stay close to your faith, and don't wait for life to happen to you. You go after it. Too many people are just waiting around, and we need Christians to be difference makers. So know that you're loved, and because you know you're loved, you can actually walk into this world with confidence, knowing that on many levels, like Romans says, God is for you, and He's going to support you, and He's going to be there. That doesn't mean it's going to go well all the time, but ultimately that He's got your back.
Yeah.
And don't sit around. Go after it.
Right. And that's what I was going to say too, is to find something that you're passionate about. Find how you want to impact God's world through your passion, and something that you want to drive after, because I feel like I'm so blessed to have a job that I'm passionate about and I'm excited about. And I cannot imagine having a job where that wasn't the case. So I see that with my own kids. I try to start stirring up, like, what are things that excite you? What are some of those things? And for our seniors, they're going to have to start thinking about that in some cases for the first time, right? You're having to start making decisions for yourself. Find something that means something to you. And that, I think, is a great starting place.
Right now they're focused on pranks.
That's true.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jenna,
Yeah.
for helping us out and asking the questions. And from both of us, we wish the class of 2025 an awesome job. And we graduate next week, Friday. So a week from when you're seeing this. Prayers for that and everyone involved in it.
That's right. See you later.